Kia ora Scorpio, welcome to the channel, Tarot by Amber Sun. I'm going to be doing your reading for the month of June 2022. These are general readings, so they won't resonate for everybody. However, if they do, please feel free to leave a like, comment and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Instagram. I've already pre-pulled your cards and I'm going to be pulling out the general messages that I see in the spread for you. So let's get into it. You have the High Priestess. That is the energy of intuition, of knowing but not necessarily speaking. And that was clarified by the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands talks about conflict and challenging people. But then I also pulled a couple more cards to clarify who is it that you're being challenged by. And so in the month of June, your message here is, one of your messages that I see here in this spread is that there has been a challenging situation with an individual in regards to a commitment. So somebody that you could have been committed to. I see you pulling back and resting, just pulling your energy back from this connection. And the reason why is because you want to head in a specific direction with the Chariot card, clarified by the Magician. So the Chariot card is all about movement, determination. You're really determined to head in a different direction, I feel, from this committed connection. Only because of the challenges that it presented, the challenges that you were facing, the disagreements, it was always the energy is one of like consistent back and forth, consistent arguing, consistent not being on the same page, trying to establish it but not happening. And so with the Chariot card, it talks about wanting to head, knowing where you want to head, what direction you want to go in, and you want to manifest this. You're really determined and you have the self-control and discipline in the month of June to head the way in the direction that you are wanting. Now we got the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is about carrying too much burden. So whatever this challenging situation was in the past, it has become a burden on you, and you feel a sense of like oppression, a sense of not being able to move forward, a sense of not being in control of your own destiny. And so this has been quite a hard, long journey, because we've got the Nine of Wands, which is sticking in there, hanging in, not giving up. And you're not going to give up, Scorpio, because what Scorpio does is when they get to the end of their capacity, that's the Ten of Swords, that's also an ending. When you get to the end, you don't just, which is clearly depicted in this image, when you get to the end of a situation, you do not give up, but you transform. And that's what this Judgment card here is with the Wheel of Fortune. Like the Phoenix rising, you will rebirth yourself. You will re-establish yourself. You will reawaken and transform yourself into a newer version, like a serpent sheds its skin. It's all about rebirth, a judgment call, making this judgment call in June because you do not give up. And this is the energy that I see here for you in the middle of June. Understanding and realizing that what was a burden and what seemingly you decided to give up has only propelled you to move forward and reawaken, rebirth yourself, reemerge yourself. And you're doing that by being focused and disciplined. So, where does this lead you to move towards with that Wheel of Fortune card? That is a change in destiny, a change in direction. From the Ten of Swords, which is at the bottom of the pack, you are now going to reinvent yourself, and the wheel is going to turn in your favor. There were circumstances beyond your control. In a sense, you didn't feel in control of the situation with the Tower card. You felt like you weren't able to stop the change, the sudden change. So you moved with it. You're going to be moving with it. Well, that's the advice, to move with the changes. And then where are you heading? Scorpio, with this resurrection, you are heading towards the Ace of Cups. So to clarify, the Ace of Cups, this is unconditional love. This is also a new beginning in love, a new beginning, a new start, supporting that Judgment energy. A wish fulfillment, Nine of Cups. I don't see selfishness here. I see a wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. The wheel is turning in your favor to this new beginning in love and emotional fulfillment. Why? Because there was a loss and regret in the past for the way things went. You've been through a tough time. You're coming out of it in June. You're coming out of it in June. It's very clear here. And the way that you do that is by rising up out of the ashes, rising up into a newer version of yourself. And then we also have the Prince of Cups here. So, yep, this, if it is a new beginning in love, take your time. You will be taking your time because you've learned from past mistakes, and you're no longer, you're a little bit defensive over your heart now, but that's okay, because that only gives you the opportunity to move a bit slower, to take your time, to choose wisely, to choose with a little bit more resistance. But the resistance is good because it allows you the time to really think about what your next moves are going to be. And so the Knight of Swords is communication, wanting to communicate. So communication is key for you in this new beginning, this new resurrection of yourself. It will be a slow, not slow, but you're protective now. You're protective more than what you used to be, is what I see. And so you're not just going to choose any situation. You're going to think about it first. You're going to check in with your heart space. Does it feel right? Am I in the right space? Am I healed enough? Am I ready for it? And so those are the questions that you'll now be asking yourself in the month of June. So these are all the messages that I picked up for you in this short reading. I hope you were able to take something from it, and I'll see you again next time.